How's it going, guys? I'm just going to show you a couple of quick ways to do Barrows. A lot of people want to do Barrows the fast and efficient way without having to complete a bunch of tasks to be able to do it. So in order to do that, I'm going to show you guys a couple of ways you can do Barrows quick and efficient, cost effective, or if you just like to get straight to Barrows, the expensive way to do it, which is the way I like to do it. You can see Barrows is located next to Morton. If you scroll up here, there's a mushroom patch with a fairy ring code next to it. The fairy ring code to get to Canvas is CKS. If you guys have completed the Mortania Diaries and you receive the Mortania 3 legs, you can teleport to Berg de Rot, which is located right outside of Morton, and you can run over to the right over to Barrows. The third way you can get there is by using a boat right here, and it essentially rows you pretty close to Barrows. You'll have to run a little bit, but it gets you a little closer. Now, the expensive way I like to do it is to just go to the Grand Exchange and purchase some Barrows teleports. Each of these teleports run about 3.1k a piece. You'll be making your money back when you're doing Barrows, so I don't see the problem in spending the money to get the actual tabs because of all the death, blood runes, and Barrows items you'll be receiving. This is the gear setup I like to rock, full void with Iban's staff. The only way you can get the Iban staff is by completing Plague City and the other quests to receive it. Make sure that if you get the Iban staff that you imbue it. I believe it's about around 500k to imbue the staff, and it gives it more charges from the Dark Wizard. Now, the person I like to start off with first is Darox. You're going to want to make sure that you protect from melee. If you do not protect from melee, Darox's special is the lower his health, the higher he hits with his axe. So I always make sure to protect for melee on this one, and he's the one I like to do first, just to get him over with. Because essentially this guide, I want you guys to be able to save money through prayer pots and using food, and knowing when to use prayer pots and knowing when to use food the most efficiently. So continue to kill Darox using the Iban staff. You can see in my inventory, this is the gear setup I like to rock. I'm going to be showing you guys why I bring the Abyssal Whip with me. Lots of people like to bring the DDS Poison or the Abyssal Dagger. The next person I like to do is Arams. This is where you're going to want to equip a melee weapon, because mage versus mage doesn't really work that well. Although some people do it, lots of other people like to range Arams with a rune Seabow or whatever crossbow that you can either wield, equipped, or like to use. Obviously, since Arams is a mage, you want to protect from magic. As you can see, I switched my combat to flick because attack is more accurate, and with this full void, it helps the accuracy a little better. Always keep an eye on your prayer, because when you're down in these crypts like this, your prayer will constantly drop. Every time a face appears on your screen, it drops your prayer of half of what it is. So essentially, if you're at 14 prayer and a face pops up, it drops it down to 7. So just be careful and keep an eye on that. And after killing Arams, the next person I like to do is Carols. Make sure that when you do Carols that you protect from range, obviously. Carols can be annoying because he hits so fast with his Seabow. Although he is the lowest Barrows brother, he hits the most frequent, and I feel like he's probably one of the best brothers out there. So even though he is a range character, use mage on him because it's still very effective. You'll see when I dig down here that it actually says that I can go down into the catacombs. Right here, you're just going to ignore that because we want to get that rewards potential to 100%, because that's where you're going to be making your money. Especially if you're buying all these Bandos teleports, you want to make sure that you make your money back. So the next person I'm going to do is Guthans. Always make sure to protect from melee on Guthin's, because Guthin's special is that when he hits you with his War Spear, he heals back health. So this is definitely the two brothers that you definitely want to use prayer potions on is Guthin's and Darroch's. And the other two are obviously Aram's and Karen's. Varax and Torag's I don't like to worry about. One, because Torag's hammers don't hit that high. So whenever I fight Torags, I don't know why people protect from melee, but I never protect from melee on Torags. Every once in a while he'll hit you pretty hard, but that's what the Monkfish are for. And then again, there's no point in praying against Varax, because Varax, his special is he hits through your prayer with his flails, so what's the point in using prayer if he's just going to hit you through it? There's no point. So you can see down here, this guy's obviously protecting from melee, but I'll show you how quickly I take out Torag's, because Torag's is one of the weaker brothers. His hammers don't hit as hard, so I take him out pretty quickly. As you can see, Torax hits consistent zeros on me, so I don't see the point in even praying against him. So the next person I'm going to do is Varax. He's over here. And then once again, I'm not going to protect from melee. If you have low health, yes, protect from melee and then eat some food. Sometimes that helps, but you know, if he uses his special and he hits through your prayer, then you're kind of out of luck. Multiple times I have protected from melee and he's hitting 20s through my prayer. So that's why I don't see the point in even protecting from prayer. And following this guide, it's basically helping you use less of your prayer pots and saving you more money by doing it this way, because it's cheaper to eat a monkfish than it is to actually drink the prayer pot, because prayer pots can get expensive over time. Continue through here, and then you're going to want to go to wherever you're able to go, basically down into like the crypts or the catacombs, which was with Carol's. So then you're going to want to search the sarcophagus. Yes, you want to go down into the tunnel, tell them that you're fearless, and make sure to equip whatever melee weapon you're using. And as soon as you drop down, kill that first monster that spawns. Every room and every tunnel you go through, it will spawn a beast to kill. You're going to want to kill a few of these to get your rewards potential to 100%. So continue through each door that says is open. You'll see throughout this video I actually end up messing up running through these tunnels. Just keep an eye on the doors. If you're on PC, I recommend getting OSRS or the Old School Buddy. Old School Buddy is supported by RuneScape. I believe it's $1 a month for the pro version, and the pro version actually shows you which doors to go through to make this a faster run. So if you're on PC, I really do recommend it, but since it's easier to make videos on Old School Mobile, I'm just going to show you the basic way of doing it. But if you guys don't mind spending that $1 a month, I really do recommend the OS Buddy interface. The best monsters to kill for rewards potentials are the skeletons. They give you a higher percentage, so I always try and kill them when I can, even though they do hit high on you. Always be on guard, because the Barrows brothers can randomly spawn. As you can see up here, I believe Carol's randomly spawns. You want to just keep an eye on it, because I kind of panic eat right here, and you want to make sure that you're not wasting as much food. It's just harder to keep a decent prayer level in these crypts, because they drop your prayer faster than they do upstairs. You'll see when I start drinking prayer pots that my prayer instantly goes down consistently. So you want to make sure that you drink your prayer pots, because when I told you that it cuts it in half, as soon as a face appears, it just cut it down from 18 prayer to 4 prayer. So you just want to make sure that you're watching that. And you're going to see that I switched to Iban's, because Iban's, for whatever reason, hits Carol's pretty well for a magic staff. Lots of people like using the Trident of the Sea. If you have a high enough level, I recommend using the Trident of the Sea. But if you have done the quest and you have Ibans, it's still one of the best staves in the game other than the Trident. So I recommend using the Iban staff to kill the Barrows brothers. Just make sure that you watch your Iban staff charges, because every once in a while you'll have to go back and recharge your staff. So you'll see how as I proceed through here, I'm going to realize that I messed up along the way, which it's an easy, simple mistake we all make, but always make sure to check your doors to see if you can open them, because one of the doors is going to lead to the middle where the chest is at, and you want to make sure that you remember or that you're following those doors. So I'm going to go through here, and obviously I can't open that door. I'll continue through here. And then again, I realize that I messed up. So I'm going to go ahead and head back and just check all the doors that are in the middle. And I don't believe it's this one, but it is the next one that I go through. So just make sure to keep an eye on that. It's an easy mistake that can cost you a Barrows run time. Lots of people like to use stamina pots on here, but yet again, that's just more money that you're wasting by drinking those stamina potions. So if you have the time and patience, I recommend just walking it, because I really don't see the point. But I mean, if you want these faster runs, then yes, I recommend using stamina pots to keep that run going, or prayer pots, whatever you want to do. If you're not sure which one unlocks the door, you can look up a guide on the internet that tells you which ones to click. You have to be quick when you click them, because monsters will consistently attack you, because every monster down here is aggressive. So right after I kill this mouse, you'll see I have 100% rewards potential. Go ahead and open that chest, and instead of running through the whole thing trying to find the ladder while it's rumbling, just go ahead and teleport out using another Barrows teleport. That's what I do. Eventually along the way, you'll just get a Barrows item that's worth a couple mils, so I don't see the point in, it's just 3k for a teleport. So I mean, if you don't mind wasting the money, go ahead and just do that. If you found this guide helpful, please like and subscribe, or let me know what I can improve on. Thank you guys so much, and have a good day.